The Feast of St. Joseph the Worker was established by Pope Pius XII on May 1st in 1955 in response to the rise of communism after the Second World War. It subsumed the previous feast of St. Joseph under the title of Patron of the Universal Church, which had been in existence since 1870. The Feast of St. Joseph purposefully coincides with the date of the International Workers' Day in Europe, which is known as Labor Day in the United States. The International Workers' Day was established by an international organization of communist socialists and elements of the labor movement. The Feast of St. Joseph the Worker was established in order to provide a positive saintly example of the inherent dignity and value of each worker, primarily as a person, which is in opposition to the negative communistic view of the worker as one only having value and dignity by their ability to work and to produce. This feast day of St. Joseph the Worker reflects on his status as the patron saint of workers, for St. Joseph himself was a carpenter. The Church, in giving us this feast, affirmed and affirms the dignity of workers primarily as human beings. The Church also affirms the dignity and value of work itself. Pope Benedict XVI, in his document Caritas in Veritate, reflects on work, saying, quote, "What is meant by the word decent in regard to work? It means work that expresses the essential dignity of every man and woman in the context of their particular society. Work that is freely chosen, effectively associating workers, both men and women, with the development of their community. Work that enables the worker to be respected and free from any form of discrimination. Work that makes it possible for families to meet their needs and provide schooling for their children, without the children themselves being forced into labor. Work that permits the workers to organize themselves freely and to make their voice heard. Work that leaves enough room for rediscovering one's roots at a personal, familial, and spiritual level. Work that guarantees those who have retired a decent standard of living." End quote. This feast day is just a small glimpse of the rich tradition of Catholic moral and social teaching which has supported the Church in its battle for the dignity and rights of workers throughout the centuries. St. Joseph the Worker, pray for us.